how to open a Shopify store. So in this video, you'll be learning how to open your own Shopify store and be able to start selling. Alright, let's start. So one of the first things you're going to need to do, of course, is go ahead and create a Shopify store account. Now, if you still haven't, don't worry, you can click the link in the description below where you can start your own Shopify store right now. So this is how it's going to look like once you enter your email, right? You're gonna just see this where you'll be able to input a credit card so that you can start using it. But you actually don't need to enter a credit card. You can just sign up for 3 days free without a credit card. If you want to continue using it for $1 for 3 months, then you can enter your credit card. So we're just gonna skip. All right. So now this is like the onboarding checklist, right? Shopify just wants to know a bit about why you want to create this store, right? Just skip it. I'll do this later. So this is the admin dashboard for your Shopify store. This is where you're going to spend most of your time while you're running a successful Shopify store. All right, so let me just give you a quick walkthrough on what to expect and where things are within your Shopify store. Let's start. So this, of course, is the home page, right? Then here on the left side, we have the orders page. So here, once you start generating orders, here is where they'll be able to show up any orders that have been generated from any sales from your items from your store. And then we have the drafts. So the drafts are where you can create orders for maybe custom orders, right? Or maybe there's an issue with the main order, so you need to create a draft order. Here is where you'll be able to do that. And then we have shipping labels, right? So sometimes you might need to generate your own shipping labels. Here is where you'll be able to generate those labels. And then we have the abandoned checkout, which will be a very popular section for your store, because you want to make sure you're checking here every time to see why customers might be abandoning checkout. So this is a great place that you'll want to spend a few times of your day. And then we have the product section. Here is where you'll be able to add your first product to your Shopify store. You could also import a products if you already have a list that you could, or you could discover new products that you might want to sell. Now, let's say that you don't have a product to sell yet, but you still want to start selling on Shopify. Well, good news is that you can actually use a free platform called DSRs, right? I'll have the link to this in the description below so you guys can go and check it out. It's a free platform that allows you to connect with AliExpress. So if you don't have any product to sell yet, but you know you want to start selling, then this is a great tool just to get started, because there's thousands of products here that you'll be able to start selling. And one of my favorite things about this is that you don't need to own the product in stock, right? So they'll do the shipping once a sale has been generated. So all you need to do is just pretty much mark it, and they'll handle the shipping and logistics part of it for you. Again, I'll have to put the link for this in the description below so you guys go check it out. The next thing here is the collections, right? Here is where you'll be able to find and create custom collections, like you might want to add, top summer dresses for women, right? Or best staff picks, like here, right? So it's just a great place to create custom collections for things that maybe you want to sell more of, or you just want to give a spotlight to. Here is where you'll be able to control your inventory and for your products, right? Here you'll be able to create purchase orders for your store, transfers, gift cards as well, which is very popular. You might want to create a lot of gift cards for your customers. Here is where you'll be able to find all your customer information in this place, right? So their name, their email, their address, their phone numbers, right? Again, it's just a great place just to make sure that you're able to track that information. And then segments, right? So if you need to create custom segments, here is where you'll be able to come. And I recommend you do use segments a lot. You'll be surprised how many sales you'll be able to generate if you have custom segments. And then we have companies as well. And then we have marketing, right? So marketing is huge, right? Because you want to make sure what's working, what's not working. And this page will share all that information with you. And then if you need to create custom campaigns, you'll be able to do that within here. You'll be able to also create attributions, automations as well. So the next thing is discounts. right? So discounts are a huge thing in Shopify. When I used to work as Shopify support advisor while helping thousands of merchants, I would help them set up their discounts because this was something that they wanted to have, because they know the power of having discounts and how helpful it is to generate more sales. Content. So if you need to create meta objects, here's where you'll be able to do. You'll be able to upload files from here. You'll be able to customize the main menu, the footer menu, all from here, right? It's very simple, easy to do. And if you have any questions, you could just comment down below and I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have, right? But it's very straightforward on how you can create and customize these main menus. Blog post, right? If you need to start generating some more SEO long term, right? Then here is where you'll be able to generate those blog posts for maybe new products, new updates for your store. It's just things that you want to share with your customers that they might find useful. Now the markets, really important section that you'll be spending maybe once, and then that's what you need to do, set it up, right? So right now, as you see, since I'm located in Canada, only the Canadian market is active. That means only Canadian customers will be able to purchase my items. But let's say I want Americans or I want other countries to buy from my store, right, successfully, then all you need to do is just go ahead and select create United States market, right? And then just make sure you have everything set up, right? And for taxes and duties, it is recommended you go reach out to your accountant, right, or a tax advisor, just to see how you need to handle this for your business, right? If you try to reach out to Shopify support, they will not be able to help you with that. That's something that you'll need to reach out to a tax accountant when it comes to seeing if you need to have this on or off, right? The next thing is catalogs, right? Here's where you'll be able to create any new catalogs that you need. Rollouts as well, which is something that's not that popular, right? I never had to use this at my time at Shopify. So yeah, but it's here just in case you need it. Finance, right? Probably one of the pages that you're going to be spending a lot of time is just tracking, seeing how many your payouts, right? Here is where you'll be able to track all your payouts, right? To see when the payouts are going to be shipped, right, to your bank account. So yeah, this is where you'll be able to track all this. And then we have the analytics, right? So if you need to track important information, right, and just see a lot more information about your store, this is the place that you'll be able to do all this, right? You'll be able to also create custom reports as well, or you can use some of the default reports from Shopify here that they provide, so that you can quickly just access that information quickly. And then we have live view, right, which is one of my favorite pages here, just to see which places on earth people are checking my store out. So yeah, if you really want to check this out, you could do this. Really fun. It's active, right? And yeah, it's pretty accurate. It's just cool to do. So now our next important thing is setting up our online store now that we've gone through the admin dashboard. So here you'll just have to click online store, right? And from here you'll be able to start to generate your own and design your own theme store as well, your own store, sorry. So you have two choices here. You can either choose a Shopify theme that Shopify provides by visiting the theme store here, and then you can select free, and all these are pretty much Shopify designed themes. One of the benefits of using Shopify design themes, right, is that you can actually get support quickly by Shopify support. They'll be able to assist you. But let's say I decide to buy a paid theme like this one, right, which is not created by Shopify, right? You will need to reach out to these developers right here so that they can assist you with anything when it comes to your Shopify theme. You could reach still out to Shopify support, right? They won't be able to assist you with addressing the issue, but they can confirm if it's a theme issue or not when you reach out to them. And I had to do a lot of this when I was at Shopify support, right? I had to confirm if this was an issue with the store itself or a theme issue, which was very easy to do. So once you've selected a theme that you liked, right, from either Shopify or a third party, all you need to do is just select add. For this example, we're just going to choose Savior. So once you're installing the theme, it will show up here in draft themes. What this means is that this theme was not active yet, right? So that means you can make any changes to it without worrying about your main store, right? So by default, Horizon is here already, right? But if you don't want to use it, right, again, you can just add a theme. So once we've installed the theme, let's say we've already installed it, right? All you need to do to customize that theme is to go to edit theme. So when you click on edit theme, this is the theme editor. Here is where you can make any changes that you want to your theme. And it's pretty straightforward to use this. You don't really need to be a pro at that, and it's super simple to get started. So let's say you want to change the hero section of the store, right? You could just click on it and you'll see another option pop up. So if you want to change the image, you could select images right here. You want to add another image, right? Then we could add another image right here. So let's just do this for showing you. So let's just choose this one, and let's just choose this one here. Select, right? And then we're gonna choose another one here, and we're gonna choose this one. We're gonna just stay with the coffee. This one here. So as you can see, we have two images now that you can have included, right? As well. You can also do, if you want to edit how the mobile version is going to look, you could have that customized here, right? You could add a different link instead of having this here, right? You can add your own custom link. You can make a lot of changes all from within here with whatever you want, right? And what I also like about this is that you can also do a show mobile view, right? So you can actually make design changes to see how it's going to react in mobile view for when users are checking out your store on their phones, right? And then of course, to make changes, you can either use you can click add section, right, to add another section here. Again, straightforward. Or you can also use the AI sidekick and tell it what you want to do, right? So you can either do what they're suggesting here, right, or you could do something else and different as well. Now let's say you saw another Shopify store and you want to copy maybe a design change, or you want to know what type of theme they're using for their Shopify store. There's a cool free app that I want to share with you right now, and that's called Koala Inspect, right? So I'll have the link to this in the description below, where you can literally spy on other Shopify stores and see what type of apps and themes they're using, right? So while you're setting this up in your theme editor, you'll be able to know if you're using the same apps, right? So in the app section here, right, you're able to see what type of theme they're using, design changes, all very important if you want to, if they're the same niche as you and you just want to compete with them, and you want to make sure that you have the same applications that they do as well. So yeah, again, I'll have the link to this in the description below so you guys can go check it out. So let's say you're happy with what you have designed already. Let's pretend that we designed this whole store and we're happy with this. All you need to do is just make sure you click save. So once you've done that, right, you could go ahead and go back, right, and it's live already, right? So it's saved, and since this is live, it's going to take effect, right? And of course, if you want to use a draft theme, right, once you're finished with editing the draft theme, all you need to do is click publish, right? And that will replace the theme with the current theme with your new draft theme. It will show up here instead, right? We could do this right now. Publish, right? And as you can see, it replaces. So now Horizon is my draft and Savior is my current theme that people are going to see when they visit my store. So the next thing we want to do is check out pages. So pages is where you'll be able to add more pages to your store, right? So if you need to add a page, just click add page, and you can change the visibility or hidden as well. And here is a great example of having like about us section, frequently asked questions as well, all very important pages to have in your store so that you're providing as much information to your customer and they don't have to have any doubts when they're buying from you. And then if you go to preferences within online store, here is where you'll be able to turn off the password protection once you select a plan. You do need to select a plan to continue to use and to turn off the password, right? And then here you'll be able to do any SEO changes that you need to do for your store as well. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for the online store. And then if we go to settings below here is where you'll be able to customize any settings that in regard to store, right? So one of the main important things when it comes to setting up your store is making sure that you have your payments set up. So without this being set up, you won't be able to accept payments, right? So you want to make sure you have Shopify payments complete and set up. If you're in a country that does not support Shopify payments, then you can use another third-party payment gateway that Shopify supports, right, as well. And then from here, you'll be able to set up additional payment methods, right? So like PayPal or other third-party payments that you want to provide your customers with. But usually Shopify payments and PayPal are the most popular ones that Shopify merchants just want to set up once. The next thing you're going to want to make sure you have set up is your shipping delivery. Very important, because without this, customers will not be able to check out successfully if you don't have this set up, right? So for example, if we go down below, I can ship anywhere in Canada right now because my Canadian market set up. But because I don't have the American setup, the US market set up, I can, if a US customer tries to buy from my store, they won't be able to check out because this is not set up properly, right? So you do need to set this up properly first before you go live. You can always reach out to Shopify support, right, if you need any support, or you can reach out to me and I'll be happy to take a quick look. The other things that you could do is, of course, check out and make sure you have your taxes and duties set up properly, right? Again, for this, you just want to make sure you go to a tax advisor or your accountant, right? Just to make sure that you have everything set up properly. Shopify, of course, provides you the tools, but again, you just want to confirm if everything's set up properly, if you're in the US or something, or you just need to make sure that everything's set up properly. The next thing you're going to need to do is set up your domains, right? So this is very important. You can either connect an existing domain if you have one, or you could buy a new domain as well within Shopify. One of the benefits of this is that you'll be able to, Shopify will handle the connection, right? So you just buy it and they'll handle the connecting of the domain automatically for you. If you want to use your own domain, just click connect existing, right? And you'll be able to enter the DNS settings, which is very simple. I even have a video about this that you can check out as well. I'll have it in the description below if you need help with setting up your domain. It's very simple and easy to do. So those are the most important things that you need to set up at the start of when you first open your Shopify store, right? Again, it's payments, shipping, delivery, and your domains, right? And taxes again, right? The rest of it is very straightforward. You'll be able to learn this once if you need to use certain other features. But these are the most important features right now that you need to know more when it comes to using your Shopify store when you first open it. So that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I recommend you check out the tools in the description below so you guys could get started, right? And again, don't forget to check out my free email newsletter that I have, the Ecom Edge, where I send this to once a week to Shopify store owners like yourself to help them generate more sales for their store. So that's pretty much it. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.